Have you ever been left in silence wondering what went wrong? Well, you're not alone. Let's talk about ghosting. Ghosting refers to the act of suddenly cutting off all communication with someone without explanation. This behavior is most commonly associated with romantic relationships, but can also occur in friendships or professional interactions. The ghoster withdraws completely, leaving the other person confused and searching for closure. There are different types of ghosting. Number 1, romantic ghosting. This is where one abruptly ends communication in a romantic relationship, often after a few dates or a longer connection. Friendship ghosting, where a friend stops replying to messages or avoids meeting without any clear reason. Professional ghosting. This is common in workplace settings where an applicant might be ignored after an interview or a client or employer goes silent mid-project. So why do people ghost? Number 1, fear of being confronted. Convenience of digital platforms where there is an ease of cutting off contact online, which then makes ghosting more accessible in the digital age. Loss of connection. And lastly, overwhelmed or anxious, where the ghoster might feel emotionally overwhelmed or incapable of managing a relationship. Ghosting can leave lasting emotional scars, including feelings of rejection. Sudden silence can make individuals question their self-worth and desirability. Insecurity and anxiety. The uncertainty of what went wrong fosters overthinking and self-doubt. Difficulty trusting others. A fear of abandonment may arise, affecting future relationships. And lastly, emotional disconnection. The lack of closure may prevent the individual from moving on or processing their feelings fully. How to handle being ghosted? Being ghosted can feel like an emotional ambush, leaving you with unanswered questions and a sense of rejection. But remember, being ghosted says more about the other person's communication habits than your worth. This guide will help you navigate the emotional aftermath, regain your confidence, and move forward with resilience. Acknowledge your feelings. Ghosting can evoke a range of emotions from confusion and anger to sadness and self-doubt. Instead of suppressing these feelings, allow yourself to recognize and validate them. Acknowledging them is the first step in processing the experience and beginning to heal. Avoid self-blame. When someone ghosts you, it's easy to overanalyze your actions and wonder if you did something wrong. However, ghosting often reflects the other person's inability to handle conflict or communicate effectively. Blaming yourself can harm your self-esteem and prevent you from moving forward. Seek closure on your own. Ghosting leaves many unanswered questions, but waiting for an explanation from the ghoster can be unproductive. Instead, create your own sense of closure. Self-created closure helps you reclaim control and stop dwelling on the experience. Don't chase for answers. Reaching out repeatedly to the ghoster might seem like the only way to get closure, but it often prolongs your pain. Trying to contact someone who has ghosted you can make you feel more vulnerable and prevent you from moving. Try to resist the urge to send follow-up texts. Is ghosting ever acceptable? While ghosting is generally seen as harmful, some situations may justify it. Safety concerns. Cutting contact to protect oneself from harassment, toxicity, or abuse. Secondly, short-term interactions. In cases of minimal connection, for example, one casual conversation, ghosting may not carry the same weight. Ghosting, while painful, is a reflection of the ghoster's inability to communicate rather than your worth as a person. Closure comes from within, not from the person who hurt you. Embrace the silence as a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more confident in your worth. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your ghosting experiences and how you handle them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Millennial Digital so you never miss out on our latest content on relationships and mental health.